Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mr. Gamer Guys 123's new and improved series, the NFL 2013 Quick Pick of Week 3. I am your co-host, Black Cobra, with
Antoine Gonzalez.
and our first matchup of the night is Thursday, September 19th, Kansas City versus Philadelphia. Who do you think?
Kansas City started the season 2-0 for the first time since 2010. Philadelphia, high school, and it's tough for me to do this, but I'm going to have to go with the Eagles. I think they're going to challenge the Kansas City defense.
I am going to have to go with the Eagles too, mostly because Sean Jackson is my name.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Not really positive about my pick there, but I'm gonna have to go with it. Next games on the Sunday. The first game here on the list, the Houston Texans versus the Baltimore Ravens. You know what? I'm gonna have to go with. Wow, this is tough. I'm gonna have to go with the. I'm gonna take a chance here. I'm gonna go with the Houston Texans over the Baltimore Ravens.
I too have to go with the Houston Texans, mostly because I have their defense. Yes. Well, go ahead. Yes. The next game.
No other reason?
No. Because I need them to do good.
Well, you're not going to go with Houston and Philadelphia every week, are you?
No.
Okay.
Next is the New York Giants versus the Carolina Panthers. I think in this match, I'm going to have to go with Cam Newton on this one. Cam Newton and Marshawn Lynch.
I'm gonna, Eli Manning, he had a horrible game against the Cowboys. He threw 4 interceptions against his brother. Or his brother's team.
And his brother's team just gave him an ass kicking.
Well, if you're facing the Broncos right now, they scored 90 points to start the season. But Eli Manning did throw for about 360 yards in the last game. I mean, you know what? I'm going to go with the Giants for the first time this season, this week. I think Eli Manning is going to somewhat wake up, maybe throw less interceptions. That's a tip. I mean, if they can't beat the Panthers, it's either the Panthers aren't that, well, either the Panthers are very good or the Giants aren't very good. One of these teams, but both of them are 0-2, so one of them has got to wake up here.
The next matchup is the Green Bay Packers versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm going to have to go with the Packers. This one, again.
I will too.
Because Aaron Rodgers just blew up.
Aaron Rodgers threw for like a bajillion yards for a million touchdowns last week. Yeah. And I think even though both teams are coming off a win, I think Green Bay's gonna come back and they're gonna still be rolling from that last win against the Redskins here. Next game, the St. Louis Rams taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm gonna have to go with the Rams. I'm gonna have to go with the Rams.
I'm gonna have to go with the Cowboys again.
No, again. Of course.
They won the first week. They lost the second week by 1 point. But I think the Cowboys are gonna come back strong here. Tony Romo has to prove that's a contract of his.
Because Tony Homo. Tony freaking Homo.
Next game, the Cleveland Browns against the Minnesota Vikings, and I'm saying it right now. Last week I said the Vikings won't screw me over two times in a row. They won't fail me 3 times in a row. I guarantee it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going with the Vikings.
Alright. Shame on... Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on you. Fool me 3 times. You know what? It's just your fucking fault then.
You
So
went against the Vikings the first week and for the Vikings next week.
I am going with the Browns. I am not dealing with another loss from the Vikings.
Next game, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New England Patriots, and the poor Buccaneers coming off 2 heartbreaking losses to open up the season. They couldn't have, well, they could have faced like the Broncos maybe, but they couldn't have matched up or have worse luck in facing up against the Patriots after losing their first 2 games of the season with less than 5 seconds left. I'm gonna have to go with the Patriots over the Buccaneers. I'm sorry, Buccaneers. This is just such bad luck.
What's going on here? As much as it pains me to do it, I'm putting the knife to the heart. I'm just giving it to the Patriots. Patriots are gonna stomp a mud hole in the fucking years. We're gonna be 0-3 this week.
Now the Arizona Cardinals against the New Orleans Saints.
I'm gonna go with Cardinals.
Ooh. Any reason?
Mostly because of their game. Last week. It was a pretty good game.
Yeah, they upset the Lions. But you know what? I don't believe in the Cardinals this time. I'm going with the Saints.
You got a
Drew
problem with
Brees and the
Cardinals?
Saints.
You got a problem with birdies?
I just don't think the Cardinals aren't that good.
That's Cardinals.
Like they didn't have anyone stand out last week. They had a lot of guys for like less than for like 30 or 20 yards receiving. They didn't have the best running game. Carson Palmer didn't do outstanding.
He didn't do jack squat.
So I'm gonna have to go with the Saints. I don't think the Cardinals are gonna win again. I don't think the Cardinals are gonna go 2-1. The next one, the 2 surprising teams that have a win, the San Diego Chargers against the Tennessee Titans.
I'm gonna go with the Titans. Yeah, Titans. I'm gonna go with Tennessee.
Ooh. Oh, I never actually thought about this one. I thought about most of the matchups this week. I did not think about this one. But I'm gonna agree with you on the Tennessee Titans. I'm gonna go with the Titans. I think Chris Johnson. I mean, I don't know most of the guys on the Titans, but except Chris Johnson. But you know what? Forget about what I said. I'm just gonna go with the Titans, just a wild guess. Just like you can guess, except for some of the games like the Jaguars.
I see how you fit it in there. That was talk. I see how it is. Okay.
Now this is gonna be an interesting game. The Detroit Lions against the Washington Redskins.
I'm gonna go with the Lions. The Lions are gonna win. The Lions are gonna take it. You know what? I'm making one more prediction. If the Lions win this game, they're going to the Super Bowl. They're making the finals of the Super Bowl. They're going to be one half of the Super Bowl.
You know, last week I said I was going to give RG3 last chance. No, against the Lions. The Lions lost that last week to the Cardinals. Like we already explained it in our recap video for week 2. The Cardinals. They lost the Cardinals. So, I'm gonna give RG3 the benefit of the doubt. Him and the Redskins. I think they're gonna come out on top against the Lions. Just like the Vikings, the Redskins will not feeling the defense. If they do, I will not be a happy man.
You know what I'm gonna do? Stretch. No. Chop.
Now, the Atlanta Falcons versus the Miami Dolphins.
Ooh. Dolphins.
You're going with the Dolphins.
Wow.
Still not sure why you're going with them.
Because I said
3 weeks in a row.
Do you not understand that the magical goddess Dolphin, she does her magical clickety clackety with her mouth. She goes. And that means you shall have my powers to do your bidding. And the Miami Dolphins use those powers to win football games. Do you not understand the logic of that?
I'm going to go against the Dolphins here.
See? I'm going to laugh when they win this week and you lose, and then I'll rub it in your face saying, ooh, magical dolphin powers don't sound stupid at all, now do they?
I'm going to go with the Falcons and their playoff experience against the Dolphins. The Dolphins have made playoffs.
Well, the Dolphins are taking it this year.
Even though we're starting 2-0. Now, the Buffalo Bills against the New York Jets.
Bills.
We're going with the Bills 3 times in a row.
Bill.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. I do think the Bills are gonna take this game against the Jets. Go ahead to the Jets in the division standings.
Bills.
Coming off that truly amazing. That's a truly amazing win last week. Now the Indianapolis Colts against the San Francisco 49ers.
Nice!
I'm gonna pick an Indianapolis.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious.
Do you have a reason for this one, following their complete, utter domination of last week when the Seahawks?
There is a giant fire lit up Kaepernick's ass right now. He is going to want to redeem himself from losing to his best friend, Russell Wilson. Who, by the way, sucks major dick.
But what if it rains in Indy?
That's not hard to believe. It's very hard to believe that it's going to rain in Indianapolis.
I'm going to have to agree with you. For the first time this season, I'm going with the 49ers against.
Yeah! 49ers all the way! Woo-woo!
Yeah. This will be not because of the matchup at all. The Jacksonville Jaguars taking on these.
This is going to give me a real good, long, hard think. Seahawks!
Alright. So he's finally not going to go with the Jaguars. I think the Seahawks are going to dominate the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, do you mean that, guys? He didn't just say win. He said
dominate. And if they don't dominate, I don't know. Then there's something wrong. Anyway. So we're going to go with Seahawks there. Sunday Night Football, the Chicago Bears versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'm going with the Chicago Bears. They're starting off the season 2-0, the Steelers 0-2. I'm going to give the Bears the credit that they deserve for their first 2 wins. And I'm going to go with them against the Steelers. What do you think?
I am going to go with the Bears.
The Bears also? take that as a yes. The last game, Monday Night Football, the Oakland Raiders versus
Broncos.
the Denver Broncos.
Broncos.
How did you know that it was the Broncos?
Broncos, because there was no other team left.
Oh. Well, maybe the Denver Broncos got sold to a Toronto league.
Yeah. Their bye week isn't until the 9th week anyway.
Sadly, I'm gonna have to go with
Don't you dare say Oakland. Don't you dare say Oakland.
the Denver Broncos over my Oakland Raiders. Sadly, this was
Peyton
not.
Manning is gonna wreck.
This is not a good matchup for them.
Peyton Manning is gonna easily wreck the Raiders.
Yeah, they probably will. So, your game to watch this week?
This week, the Niners versus the Indianapolis Colts.
You wanna see if the 49ers can rebound after that tough loss to Seahawks?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think. My game to watch is the Giants versus the Panthers because both teams are 0-2, and this is a big game for Eli Manning.
This could decide his fate when he gets fired.
To see if
No, I'm just kidding.
this is gonna test Eli Manning to see if he can wake up against the Panthers. And same with the Panthers, if they can wake up. Both teams 0-2. Like, if the Giants start the season 0-3, that's not very good for them.
Then Eli gets fired. Right?
You don't get fired, you get released.
Well, then he
And-
gets released.
And he won't get released.
And Eli will get released, and the Bills will pick him up. And then the Bills will finally go to the Super Bowl within the last freaking 16 years. 16 years we've been in the playoffs.
Alright,
Jackasses.
so we will see you guys in the next video. This is it for the week 3 predictions. We'll see you in the next video. Please rate, comment, subscribe. This is Antoine Gonzalez and
Play over.
signing off. Until next time.
I'm
Goodbye.
taking an